I was up before Henry this morning, so I'm sitting outside having coffee. And Oben is playing in the yard. And I just was thinking, like, it's taking these moments and realizing and having the gratitude for these moments. But also, there's always this underlying current of, am I creating and cultivating the life that I ultimately want for our family overall? So much of that is for Henry to have such a deep love and appreciation for the outdoors and kids just being outside, and AI adds such a unique complexity to that in this era of life that we're all in. And I think about, even when I have conversations with our au pair, like and she's Danish, and kids are outside in Denmark all the time. And I think, for me, wanting Henry to really spend the bulk of his day outside exploring and feeling nature and grass under his feet, and also the juxtaposition of that with the fact that I work a corporate job and I am on a laptop Monday through Friday all day long. And how do I really maximize my PTO and holidays and weekends and time off and all of those things to carve out time for those adventures, local and far. I had this crazy idea last night of wanting to take him to all the national parks before he turns 21, which is now something I'm like stuck on. But it's hard when you're in this age of both parents work and we're busy, and how do you really take that pause? And I'm rambling totally here, but that is really why I started filming for my YouTube channel, because I think it's a struggle that a lot of us have, not just parents, but like even for yourself. How do you really disconnect? And I think, I work with AI all day long. I spend my whole day like arguing with Claude. And how do you step away from that and really connect with like the basics of life and the fundamentals of life? And that's what I'm figuring out. And some days it's like so overwhelming, and the work day was really long, and Henry's having a hard day, and it's, the weather's terrible, and I will like, stick on Nat Geo or the Little Blue Truck on YouTube and try and just zone for like 10 minutes to like gather myself. And some days are awesome and everything in between, but that's what we're figuring out here. And that's what I'm going to try and capture. And, the really boring in between stuff, that's like not so boring. Our morning walks are amazing. I love them. Me and Oben and Henry, every morning by like 7:30, we are out having a really long walk around our neighborhood, and it's peaceful and it's quiet, and it just sets a great energy for the day. And also, if nothing else, at least I've gotten outside. Like, I know Henry and Oben will get outside again throughout the day, but at least I've gotten outside for a period. And that extends to what we eat and making sure, we're eating whole foods as much as possible, and connecting with where our food comes from and what I'm cooking, and that he's like aware of these things as he grows up, especially right now where, all the food is giving us diarrhea. So, that was a bit of a ramble, but that's a bit of what I'm capturing here.